Welcome to Puddingstone House. So guys, Puddingstone House, what do you think of it?
Well, the home itself is absolutely beautiful. I mean, obviously we've been to a lot of homes, but for me, I think this is, probably my favourite that we've ever been to.
It's got such a lovely vibe about it. I don't know about you guys, but when I walked through, just like the feel of it, it's just so calm and relaxing in here.
I think it comes from the owners themselves. You know, they've built houses before, so they've learned to find exactly what they want. And I think that's a big thing why they've created this amazing bit of architecture, and it feels like that, doesn't it? It feels like someone's put a lot of thought into it.
Oh yeah.
I think the key word that comes to mind whenever I'm walking through is that sort of fluidity and flow. Everything just works. The fact that you've got two separate wings, the guest wing, the principal suite as well. You know, the heart of the home, that open plan space, and everything kind of ties in together with this almost Japanese garden.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's really cool, isn't it? And the name itself, Dan, do you want to tell-
Puddingstone House. So yeah, Adam, how did they come up with the name?
So they own a pudding stone, which is a native stone to this part of the UK. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Not until today.
No.
So when I came in.
There's actually one at my children's school in Bishop Stortford in the garden. It was donated by a family member many years ago. But if you cut them open, they're beautiful. It's man-made. It's not man-made actually, is it? It's nature. It's nature-made, isn't it?
Yeah, a nature-made stone. I noticed, obviously, as we walked in through the front of the property, you pointed it out actually. So I'm assuming that is the pudding
That
stone.
is the pudding stone.
So that's where it gets its name.
And the
And
owner.
you cut it open, and apparently as you cut it, if they're cut open, they look like a Christmas pudding
Yes.
inside.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's
it, yeah. So
okay,
it's like.
lovely.
So we'll probably include that on the brochure on this property, I think.
Yeah, lovely. Another thing I liked, just as you were showing me around, is I think you mentioned it was the thermo cedar wood cladding.
Yeah, it's beautiful cedar.
Yeah, really goes, just tying that spec together. And obviously, it's Scandinavian style home. Everything is, as you walk throughout that property, it does have a very sort of Scandinavian
It's got
feel.
that flavour. It's got that feeling, and they wanted to create that feeling that it's always been here. And when you come up, and I know Sarah had the same thing today, like you can't really tell is that one property, is that a couple
Look
of
like
properties?
three properties sitting here.
And it's no, it's all the same property.
It's interesting because I was speaking to the seller earlier, and that's the kind of feeling they wanted when designing the home. Externally, they don't want it to kind of wow people, but it's more when you get into the vicinity of the home and when you explore the inside, that's when you're really taken aback by those wow spaces.
Oh, it is a TARDIS, isn't it? You think the size of this living space, all the bedrooms, it's got the cinema room, there's lots of space here, the office, which could be another bedroom if you wanted, and the grounds.
Yeah, the grounds themselves are phenomenal. With obviously you've got that huge wraparound garden, surrounding fields, the mound to the rear, beautiful lookout spot. Really, somewhere nice to just sit down and unwind. I think this for a lot of people is their type of dream home.
It's definitely mine.
Just listen now. It's so peaceful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just sitting out here.
And this, where we're sitting now, is actually shaped it's inspiration from the Puddingstone, isn't it?
Exactly that, yeah. So the tiled patio, the shape, the sort of oval shape is taking inspiration from the Puddingstone. And obviously, me and you have seen the plans that they had for the sort of full landscaping, which was all taken from inspiration of that Puddingstone as well.
So should we talk a bit more about the home itself and what it has to offer and how it flows from the front door?
Yeah, so obviously coming in through that entrance hall, you open up straight away into the guest suite. So you've got those two double bedrooms, both have their own en suites, and both have their own sort of separate patio section. So every part of this home enjoys beautiful views of the garden. And that's one of my favourite things, and the sellers themselves have really created that so that the guests and the principal suite, the main parts of the home, no one's on top of each other, everyone's got that own.
You do get that feeling of you can be spaced out from each other, don't you, in this
exactly
property?
that.
Yeah, if you had guests, you think how far, it's like nearly 60 metres, I think. It's a long way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Away.
And to have the different zones as well. So the heating itself is on 4 separate zones throughout the home. So if you haven't got any guests over, you can turn all of that section off, and where it's all self-enclosed, I mean,
I'm
bills
sure
are
you're
minimal.
aware, Sarah, like it's an underfloor heating system.
Throughout, yeah.
Yeah, wet system, it's electric, so it's not air source heating, it's
Yeah, it's
all
a
one-
fully electric boiler. Yeah, it's on the main sewage still, so you've got the best of both worlds there. Yeah.
And obviously we've mentioned the house itself, but we've also got a garage and a studio.
Yeah, so you've got that that studio's, separate sort of annex. It's got its own staircase leading to the first floor, opens up to essentially an open plan space. So you've got upstairs above those 3 separate carport bays. You've got the family bathroom, opens into the main living space, kitchenette, principal bedroom side, and then of course you've got the Juliet balcony, which enjoys these beautiful views that we're currently in the presence of.
And also just along from there, Dan, got where the owners used to own chickens. No, they don't have them anymore, but it's lovely down there where they're growing vegetables.
That's it, currently turned into an
and veg down
allotment
there. It's so
section.
lovely down there.
It's great, isn't it? And then, so as you come from those bedroom wings, we've got, am I right, I think we've got the downstairs toilet.
Yeah,
We've
so
also-
coming into the entrance hall, splits off to the right, opens into 2 sections really. So you've got downstairs WC, you've then got a very private sort of feeling utility area, which then opens up into this phenomenal heart of the home, which
And don't forget that entrance hall with the picture window overlooking where we are now. I think that is one of my favourite features.
as soon as you walk in, you're wowed, and it really draws your attention, the field of view, straight to this sort of Japanese style garden with all the aces as well.
And wow is the word when you walked in and saw
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that living room and kitchen, wasn't it?
It's just the bright, airy space that it provides from these huge windows that they've got in here and the patio doors that lead out into this open space.
The vaulted
Just such a
ceiling,
great
that,
feeling.
that height and
Yeah.
space, and the big Velux windows, all electric, aren't they? So
Yeah, they're AOV, so that's automatically opening Velux windows. In the event of a fire or rain, they'll close as well. Yeah, so you've got 3 of those, and then of course you've got the floor-to-ceiling glass sliding doors. It really creates that free-flowing. If you've got a couple of windows or doors open, you've got a breeze that essentially flows through the whole home.
and this area is so screened, isn't it? It's like another room out here, isn't it?
It really is. Yeah, they've done a great job of incorporating this to really be that sort of inside-outside living, and the whole home it kind of feels like it's set up for hosting. So you've got that heart of the home, open this up, and then all of a sudden everyone's kind of out here.
It's
Obviously,
like
you've
the
got
heart of the home, isn't it, Dan?
It really
right
is,
near
the
the
whole hub.
kitchen and the living room area, and then you come out to bring that space outside. It is like the heart of the home.
Yeah. And it's quite nice as well that you've got those separate spaces. So you've got the cinema space as well, and behind that you've got an additional space which is currently being used as an office as well.
So Dan, tell me a little bit more about the kitchen that they've got inside the property.
Yeah, Sarah, I'm really glad you asked. Actually, it's my favourite part of this home. It really is the central hub, that heart of the home. And as soon as you take a step inside, you're kind of taken aback by the sheer sort of space and size that's offered. Yeah, with the the vaulted ceilings, you've got so much natural light that comes in from so many aspects, especially with the help of the 3 Velux windows, those skylights, and the floor-to-ceiling glass sliding doors. You've got that same very light-coloured flooring, that wood that ties the whole home together and
Kind of
just
flows through, doesn't it?
it really does, and it helps that light kind of bounce around. But one of my favourite features is the 3.5 metre worth of Brazilian quartzite, which is one continuous slab
It's stunning, isn't it?
on that island. It really is, and it doesn't stop there. I mean, you've got the Kuka hot tap, you've got integrated dishwasher, you've got the 2 Miele double ovens, you've got the pantry,
The coffee station.
the coffee station as well, the wine cooler. Yeah, the appliances are near on endless.
I noticed that they've got a walk-in pantry as well.
Yeah, beautiful walk-in pantry. It's all shelled. Yeah, that's actually behind the kitchen itself, so it doesn't take up any
And I know
additional space.
the owner, when they had the tick list, didn't they? They were like, the home's got to have a pantry. That's one of the main features, and I think that is something a lot of builders miss out when they build houses, design houses. So that's what wins on my book.
Definitely. Yeah.
And then the huge principal bedroom with his and hers 2 bathrooms. Pretty
Yes.
cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
all of us were wowed as soon as we walked in there. To have 2 en-suites, completely independent of each other in one room, as well as a shared Jack and Jill dressing space as well. It's brilliant.
Pretty well. They thought of everything, haven't they? They really
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
And so, who do you think's going to buy this home then?
Personally, when I looked at this, I thought, what a great family home. Especially with you talk about as you come in on the guest rooms, I could see that being a great section there for the children to stay in, then you've got the parents on this side. You've got entertainment that you can have in the middle of the home.
Set back from everything. It's very private, isn't it? So
Yeah, you still got, you know, great links, you know, to the airport or to Liverpool Street with, you know, obviously Elsenham Station, just a few minutes round the corner. But I think the type of buyer that I can see coming in is quite similar to the sellers now. You know, quite a sophisticated, maybe sort of older couple with, you know, maybe sort of teenagers or older children that want to come back and forth with the grandkids, and they've got their own space, you know, with that guest
let's
suite.
face it, it's a single story dwelling, isn't it? So it's going to appeal to the bungalow market. But I also feel, you know, the trendy couples from North London out to Walthamstow, Chingford, if they're looking to get a bit of countryside around them, you've got the M11 around the corner. You can't get much better than this, can you?
It's probably going to appeal to a wide variety of people, isn't it? Because it just offers so much, this home.
Yeah, there'll only be one lucky person that ends up taking it.
I'd like it to be me.
Yeah, well, we're going to have a nice coffee and enjoy this terrace, shall we, guys?
Yeah, so.
Thank you for watching this tour today, and Sarah, Daniel, thank you for coming along with me. I think it's an amazing home.
Yeah, Adam, thanks for bringing us along. This truly is one of the best homes that we've ever been around.
Yeah, and I can't wait to show you around.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll be showing this one.
No, guys, I'm showing this one.
Your car hasn't
I
even got
thought
an
the deal
MOT.
was that I get to do the viewings on this one.
You're joking?
I'm going to be showing this one. Come on.